Okay, here's the drill, guys. We're gonna just talk real down and dirty, but yeah, not dirty, but we're just gonna get real. Is there a God? Now, I'm gonna touch on a lot of points and a lot of toes. And you know what? It's all good because we're all different. We think differently. We have different ideas. Now, for me, I've done studies on Christianity, Catholicism, Judaism, Jehovah's Witnesses, and a few more other more well developed and known religions. Now, I grew up in the not the Catholic, the Anglican system. Went to church every day, did the Sunday school, and on the Friday evenings, the group thing, Sunday school group, where everybody got together as a teenager. So I've been immersed. I was an altar girl. I, you know, everything you can think of in that religion, the Anglican religion, that is, for a young child coming in to being, I've done. So, fast forward a couple years, this awakened my thoughts. Is there a God? Is this necessary? Who are these people who make up these rules for living in this religion? So, I strayed from the known path and I went into being a charismatic believer, a spiritualist, being more open minded, not being boxed into a religion with days to worship, places to worship, people to hang out with. I found charismatic beliefs to be more freeing, more open, not so restrictive, but in the same context, not an opportunity for you to be bad, to be a bad person, not to pay attention, to break the rules, nothing like that. So I stayed in that group for a few years. And then I realized that somewhere along the line, people just do things that, as they would say, give the whole community a bad name. Um, I was, how should I say it without saying too much, but I was physically touched by the leader of one of these charismatic organizations. And fortunate for me, I didn't stick around to see how far it would go, but I just divorced myself, separated myself from that group after that. Because after all, people are people. He was very well known, he was at the top of the scale, and you thought he was holier than thou. But in the long run, he was still a man. And at that point, I was 18 and very good looking woman, fantastic shape. And the thought that you were spiritually inclined, I guess it was attractive. He was married, he had children, my age as well, but he had sticky fingers. So that just put a bad taste in my mouth. And then I just decided to just go this on my own, in the sense that I realized that being spiritual, it's all about you on the inside and who you choose to spend your inside time with. Now, God is a big word. It's a little three letter that a lot of people put a lot of importance to. Now, I know there is somebody bigger than me. He created me. Okay, so my mother and father made me, but they couldn't do everything. They couldn't put the spirit and the life in me. They created the body for me to show up in. Everything else is the person who's bigger than me, bigger than them. So that's where I am right now in my life, where I've realized that the whole spiritual thing, it's about you and how you treat yourself within. Because whatever is in here is going to come out and show to the world who you are. Remember, your reputation is what people think about you, but your character is who you are. And it's important that you build a character that you are going to be proud of. There, you won't have any, let's say, you won't feel guilty about who you are, but you're comfortable in your skin, literally. So This is basically all I'm saying. Your concept of God is yours. It does not have to be labeled or categorized as the society and the world has. That's not important. Because here's the thing, people. You were born alone and you will die alone. There you were born into a people of community where they love and they were happy for you to be here. And when you die, you're going to leave that community and they're going to miss you. But these are two things nobody can do for you: birth and death. You came here alone and naked, and you will die alone and naked as well. So try not to read too much into it. Just get the gist of what I'm saying. You are responsible for you. The inner workings of you comes out and determines the character of who you choose to become.